Now, of course, one of the greatest misconceptions about Christmas is that it is a holy day. And for some people, it's one of 2 days in the year when they will actually set foot in a church building. But the Bible doesn't attach any religious significance whatsoever to Christmas. I saw a sign on a denominational church building near my house that said, "Joseph and Mary received the first Christmas present." But the fact is, Joseph and Mary had never heard of Christmas. The word Christmas doesn't appear anywhere in the Bible, and the concept did not arise until a long time after the Bible had been completed. If you look back at history, what you find is that before Jesus came to this earth, there were people who were practicing midwinter festivals. And the Mesopotamians, for example, had a 12-day celebration in which they gave gifts to one another, and they had feasting, and friends would get together. And it had a connection to their pagan gods. And these feasts and celebrations would honor these pagan gods. Compton's Encyclopedia goes on to say that other nationalities also did this. The Romans did it, the Egyptians did it, the Chinese did it, and this was before the birth of Christ. So what happens then is in 325 AD, about the time of Emperor Constantine, the groups that would eventually become the Eastern Orthodox Church and the Roman Catholic Church, they put their heads together and they said there are all these pagan festivals going on at this time of the year, and we need something to compete with it so that our people aren't drawn into these festivals. And so we need to make an alternative for Christians. And so they came up with Christmas. It had nothing to do with the actual birthday of Jesus. It had to do with creating a holiday to give another outlet instead of these pagan festivities. It was not a holy day, and it did not come from God. Now, a second misconception about the meaning of Christmas is that it's a time when Jesus Christ is re-sacrificed in the observance of the Lord's Supper. Now, the word Christmas actually comes from two words, Christ and Mass. And of course, the term refers to the gathering or the Mass of the Catholic Church. It is the Christ Mass. It is a special Mass whereby Jesus Christ is re-sacrificed in the observance of the Lord's Supper. Now, this particular Mass is performed in commemoration of the birth of Christ. But the Bible never tells us that Christ is re-sacrificed. In fact, Hebrews 9:28 says He died once. He was sacrificed only once. There is no more sacrifice for sins, Hebrews 10:26. And in the Bible, we are told to celebrate not the birth of Jesus, but rather the death of Jesus. And we're to do this every first day of the week, Acts 20 and verse 7, and we do it by the partaking of the Lord's Supper.